Shalom everyone and welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to reveal the name of the rabbi that the Christians are calling Jiziahu ben David. Now, the Christians are saying that this rabbi revealed himself on the 27th of March, which for them was Passover. For us it was Shabbos and the beginning of Pesach, as the Mashiach of the Jews, the King of Israel. They're calling this rabbi the Antichrist, and it's attracting a lot of media attention. I just released a video where I explained everything about what is happening in the video footage that the Christians are using to say that the Jews proclaimed their Messiah and that this Messiah is the Antichrist. And I can tell you that it's all not true. The name of this rabbi is Rabbi Shlomo Yehuda Be'eri, and to most people he is simply known as Rabbi Shlomo Yehuda. He also has a nickname, which is the Yanukah. The name Yanukah comes from the Zohar and is given to people that from a very early age have exceptional Torah abilities, and many people call them by this name if they think that these individuals will become great Torah scholars. So there was a lot of reports on YouTube, on the internet, that this rabbi is 30 years old. In fact, he is 32 years old. Like I said in my previous video, you can see from the way he looks and the way he dresses that he is a Sephardic rabbi. And that was in fact accurate. Now, he was actually born and raised in Israel, but he traveled a lot in his childhood and he grew up very poor. He's also famous for being a musician, playing the keyboard. And what has made him so famous in the Sephardic world is the fact that he is extremely shy and very humble, which is all good traits in the Torah world. He also has a vast knowledge of the Torah and can recite most of the Torah as well as the oral law by heart. And I will be posting a few of his shurim where you can see that he does have a vast knowledge of the Torah. Now, to clarify this for all Christians watching this, we have, Baruch Hashem, a lot of Talmidim Chachamim. This rabbi is most certainly, even though he's only 32 years old, he is described by a lot of other rabbis as a Talmid Chacham. Now, a Talmid Chacham, directly translated, is a Talmid is a student, and a Chacham is someone that is wise. So, a Talmid Chacham is a wise student. And the reason we give our greatest rabbis this title is because a Jew never stops learning. Now, even though this rabbi has a lot of knowledge and he's a great Torah scholar, and many people in the Sephardic world says he's a Talmid Chacham, a rising star, other people call him, we, Baruch Hashem, have a lot of these rabbis. We have, for example, Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky. There is not a rabbi alive today as great as Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, who lives in Eretz Israel, Bnei Brak. He, from a very young childhood, studied the Torah. He knows the Torah back to front. Bring him a source and he can give you an answer. There's world leaders coming to Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky for a bracha, for a blessing. Politicians meet with Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, and he is by far the leading posek and rabbi of the Haredi world, not just in Israel, but also in the world. And there is many examples of big rabbis. So even though this rabbi, Rabbi Shlomo Yehuda, popularly known as the Yanukah, is a great Torah scholar and is called by his community a Talmid Chacham, that most certainly does not make him Mashiach. And this rabbi doesn't claim to be the Mashiach. This rabbi, if you watch his Shurim, which I will, B'Sarat Hashem, post very soon, he's a very shy and a very humble individual, and clearly a great Torah scholar and a Talmid Chacham. And I would like to personally ask Mechila for this rabbi if my previous video that I made calling him Rabbi Jiziahu ben David causes him any harm. I was just trying to clarify that he is not the Mashiach and that he is just a rabbi, even though he's a great rabbi. Baruch Hashem, we have a lot of great rabbis in Eretz Israel. He is still a great Talmid Chacham, and I feel that some things I said in the video, like he didn't have a big crowd, is disrespectful to such a giant in Torah, Mamash, a Talmid Chacham, and I ask for his Mechila.